Hello, and thank you for once again tuning into. Excuse me, I have the sniffles and probably am going to sneeze during this video. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I just wanted to talk about some hamster cage essentials. As I mentioned in my video previous to this, an adequate home for a dwarf hamster, regardless of what other people may say, from my experience and with the experience of the hamsters that I've had, is a 10-gallon tank. You're always going to find fanatics out there who, especially the internet fanatics, who you'll go on their websites, you'll seek their information out, you'll go on their YouTube channel, you'll seek their information out, and they'll make it seem like if you don't do exactly what they're saying, which seems really extreme, that your hamster's going to die, your fish is going to die, your bird is going to die, your dog is going to die, unless you go out and buy XYZ. Don't believe it. I've been raising dwarf hamsters excuse me, since I was 14 years old, mainly winter whites. I've had Chinese, I've had Russian, and I'm experiencing my first two robos now, if you've watched my previous videos with Penelope and Bianca. But I just want to talk about some cage essentials. My first recommendation with cage essentials is not to buy a critter trail cage. Critter trail cages are not really the ideal size. And also, the ovo cage that is really in vogue right now is really not the ideal size. I see plenty of people who buy one of those and think that that's a satisfactory amount of space for one hamster. It's not. No matter how many tubes you attach to it, unless you attach multiple ovos to it, it's just not going to be enough space for your hamster. Think about you living in a space that's roughly 3 times the size of your body. You probably wouldn't like it. So you really want to go with something that's a little bigger. I recommend a 10-gallon tank. They're not expensive, good on size, easy to clean. You really want a cage that's easy to clean. Your hamster's going to be dependent on you for 1 to 2 years, if not more, if you're really successful. And you want to make sure that you have a cage that's easy to clean so it doesn't become a chore, so it's easy to do something nice for your hamster. But let's talk about cage essentials first, then we can talk about cage cleaning. As you can see in my hamster's cage, we have the igloo. Oop, that she's coming out of right now. She's so cute. That's Tallulah, my latest adoption. I have the miniature igloo. I originally had an igloo of this size, which is a lot bigger for Pandora, but it just took up too much space in her cage, and she really didn't use that much space. She seems much more comfy and cozy in the smaller igloo. So I recommend the mini igloo. Great price, great product. I've never personally had any hamsters chew or gnaw on it. Another essential is always going to be a water bottle. The water bottle that I have is one that I got at PetSmart. I believe it's the All Living Things brand. It hangs down just enough. It comes with the water bottle and the mechanism to hang it. I think it was $6 total. That's also another cage essential. Obviously, they need water. And you're going to want to provide them with a water source that's easy to clean and doesn't leak. I've never really had many leakage problems with these. You do have to watch to make sure that they don't move all their bedding to one side of their tank. Otherwise, it'll hit the ball and the water will leak all over the place. And of course, the food dish. Don't recommend this food dish. This is the All Living Things food dish. Look at her right now. Holy baloney. She is so cute. This is the All Living Things food dish. It's really small, and most dwarf hamsters like to sit in their food bowl, and that's nearly impossible for a full-grown winter white, but it's the best I could do for now, so I'll get her a bigger dish later on. And then you want to have a wheel. As far as wheels go, I highly, highly, highly recommend the silent spinner, especially if, like me, your dwarf hamsters, your whatever hamsters are going to be living in your room. I do have different wheels. Where's my other wheel? I have this wheel. It makes a terrible noise. Here, listen. Since I can't show it, you'll just have to listen, but that's the noise that it makes all night long. The silent spinner makes absolutely no noise. I don't know how they did it, but they did. So I absolutely recommend the silent spinner. Any wheel will do, especially if your hamster isn't living in your bedroom or a room nearby you where it would disturb you, because then you're more likely to take it out and deprive them of their exercise. And believe it or not, dwarf hamsters run as much as 5 miles a night in their wheel, so it's their main source of exercise. And then some kind of toy. And obviously you're going to want to get bedding. I had aspen bedding, love aspen bedding, but unfortunately I've developed an allergy to it, so now I'm using Petco's version of Carefresh, their All Living Things brand. Not Petco, excuse me, PetSmart. I don't shop at Petco. I think it's trashy. And so those are basically your cage essentials. Don't let anyone try to tell you that if you're thinking about getting a hamster that a 10-gallon tank is not big enough. It's most certainly big enough, at least in my experience, especially if you play with your hamsters a lot. You'll probably, and a 20-gallon long tank is probably even more ideal from what I hear from some of the people on the Fabulous forum that I go to, which doubles the space. I also have a tank topper, which doubles the size of this aquarium, but I don't have it on right now because I can't really show it with it on because I can't get into the cage itself. But find a way to double the size. It's easy. I recommend tank toppers, or you can go with a 20-gallon long tank, a little harder to clean, a little harder to get out of the door. And as for cleaning, what I do is I empty the bedding twice a week, or not twice a week, excuse me, that's overkill. I empty the bedding once every 2 weeks. If I'm feeling really super spiffy and cleany, I'll clean it once a week. And what I mean by cleaning is I'll dump all the bedding out and replace the bedding. Then, probably about once a month or every other month, I use the cage cleaner, clean the whole thing, and then put bedding back in it. But if you're going to clean it in that manner, where you're going to scrub it down, make sure you do have some bedding with their scent on it. Otherwise, it could be kind of weird for them to go back in and not be able to smell themselves at all. So here's the silent spinner in action. You can barely hear her. Well, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you found this video helpful and informative. And just know that there are always going to be fanatics out there who make you feel like that no matter what you do, your hamster's going to die, that you're not providing for it, that you're not doing the right thing. Don't listen to them. Talk to people you know. And do what your heart tells you to do. And listen to people from experience. You don't ever want to rely on what a group of scientists said about what's best for your individual animal. Those are roving generalizations, and you weren't there for the test, and neither was your hamster. So do what's good for your hamster. Please feel free to message me with any questions or comments that you have. That's it. So thank you for joining me for this video. And please subscribe to my channel, and please leave comments and tell your friends about it.